Hey you guys, I switched up my background a little bit because nobody likes seeing the same thing every single time. But I know that you can tell by the title of the video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all 5 things. I'm going to be sharing with y'all 5 things that I wish I would have knew before I started college. Oh, and if I'm glancing down, it's because I wrote them down so I won't forget. So the first thing I wish I knew before I started college, which I know some people are thinking, well, I think everybody would know this, but no, everybody does not. The first thing I wish I knew is to stay focused. To be focused on your grades. After all, that's the #1 reason why you're in college, isn't it? And I understand, like, especially for people, you know, getting that first time college experience, it's party.
It's this week, that week. Every week is party.
It's something to do, it's places to go. But your #1 priority needs to be these grades, baby. You need to stay focused and always remind yourself of why you're there in the first place. And I know sometimes it's really easy to lose focus of certain things, especially stuff like that. It doesn't matter if you have to like leave yourself little notes on a note card, a little sticky notes, just to remind yourself like, okay, I need to stay focused. I need my mind to be ready for my schoolwork, and I just need to be thinking about that at that specific time. The second thing that I wish I would have known when I started college is not to procrastinate. When I tell y'all I am such a bad procrastinator, like especially when I know that something is due at a certain time and the deadline seems so far away, I won't catch myself doing it until it's closer to the deadline.
Cut that out.
Procrastination ain't nothing but the devil, honey.
One tip that I can share with y'all to help you not procrastinate is to always work ahead, especially if you know your assignments are online and you know like when everything is due, or if you have like a syllabus or something. If it tells you when something is due and you have the opportunity to actually work ahead, I would say that that is a very, very good thing to do. Like this semester of school that is almost up for me, I had like 2 online classes, and what worked the best for me is that I could see when every assignment is due, and all the tools that I needed for that assignment were already in the folder. So therefore it made my grades be a little bit better because I was so determined to work ahead of myself, so then when due dates do get close, you can chill out because you done already did the assignment and you done already turned everything in. I feel like that you get the best results when you do not procrastinate, because you're able to put your best ability forward, if that makes sense. You're able to do your best because you're already working on something that's not even due yet, so you have more time to do it. Whereas if you're procrastinating, then the time frame that you have to do that assignment is slowly running out. So you don't want to just, turn in some scrabble, or you don't want to, turn in something that you didn't, do your best on. The third thing I wish I knew, and y'all, this is extremely important. It's very, very important, or at least I feel like it is. Match your own speed.
Who cares if little Brenda can get done with about 5 assignments in 1 week and here you are still on the second?
Go at your own pace. And when I say that, I'm saying like, don't watch somebody else and be like, oh, I see them doing all this, so I need to do this all as well. You need to do what works for you so you can get the best results for yourself. Just because Brenda's working faster than you, that does not mean that Brenda is smarter than you. But working faster for her works for her. Like sometimes I used to like look at certain classmates and I just be like, oh my goodness, like they already done with this assignment, and here I am, struggling on the assignment and still not halfway done. So if you match in your own speed, then you are able to, be the best version of yourself without trying to keep up to other people. Because especially with being in college, everybody has a different destiny. Everybody has like, a different life. So therefore, Brenda may have more time in her day where she can get stuff done, whereas you have kids, you have a job. I mean, Brenda might not have to work. She might just, have to focus on school. So I say match your own pace, and it will really, really, truly work out for you. The fourth thing is going to be about your major. This is like one of the top most important things, and all of these are pretty important, but your major is like extremely a big deal. When deciding what major you want to do, I will say decide to do something that you know you can see yourself doing long term. Like if you're majoring in something you know good and well you don't like that, or you know good and well it's boring to you and you just doing it for the money, I suggest you
Exit stage left with that.
you need to get something that really interests you, because after all, this could be something that you're doing very long term or for the rest of your life. Hopefully something that you're, you know, trying to make a career out of. So when deciding on a major, make sure it's something that you have the desire and the willpower to, you know, actually finish and excel in, like something you're good at, or something that, you know, you want to know more about. I would say don't get into a field just because of the money, because I know we all need money, but sometimes happiness has to be over money. Not saying that the field that you might choose, I mean, well, hey, the field you might choose may make less than the field that you're thinking about going to just for the money. But as long as you're happy, happiness should, you know, be over everything, because after all, it's going to be you stuck doing this, nobody else. You got to go to the classes. You're going to have to go to work every day. So make sure it's something that you actually love. The fifth most important thing that I wish I knew when I started college, and y'all, I know a lot of people can back me up on this. This is about the
Books, honey.
oh my goodness, I can't tell y'all the amount of time where I would hurry up and, you know, get my books for a class and we never end up using the books. It's like that's an extreme waste of money, especially for the people who don't receive financial aid.
Lord bless y'all soul, baby, bless your soul.
I could not imagine, you know, having to pay for books out of pocket, but I mean, I have did it before. That's why I was extremely upset to know, like, as soon as, you know, weeks start rolling in class, we don't even use the same book. So basically, boom, they got your money for something you don't even use. Especially, you know, those teachers who would be like, make sure y'all get the book the whole semester. You still never use the book. And then you ain't even gonna be able to get no refund on the money that you just wasted purchasing something that you was so for sure that you needed, or that the syllabus told you that you needed. What I would say is to determine when to buy the books. After the first week, that should really let you know. If the teacher is always like, or shall I say like the first few days of class, if the teacher is always like, you know, pull out your textbooks, turn to this page, then okay, maybe you need to buy that book. If the teacher never really references in the book, and if the teacher be like, well, I don't really like how the book teaches, do not waste your money getting it. These were just some very short tips on everything that, well, 5 facts about everything that I wish I would have known when I started college. Of course, I could go on and on, but hey, this was just like a very short list of very important things that I hope everybody takes into consideration. College is the time to be the best you that you could possibly be. So following these steps, I know that you will succeed. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, and if this taught you something, don't be afraid, let me know. Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell for more content.